We start with Dystobel, an indie 2D action and adventure game developed and published by a single person, Ken Davis. Dystobel is a Metroidvania based on power swapping that allows you to dodge and nullify attacks with various items to discover and equip. Use fire, ice, and electricity while dodging and nullifying enemy attacks. Explore the captive realm under the rule of Lord Solomon and discover various items to increase your attack, defense, and life. With power swapping, you'll be able to nullify even the attacks of bosses trying to hinder your adventure. Moth Planet is an energetic and kinetic 2D platformer developed by Moth Games. In the game, you take on the role of Robin, a journalist from Moth Planet, the most scandalous investigative journal in Lepidoptera. Your mission is to explore an interconnected world, interviewing moths to uncover their secrets and get the biggest story. Robin is agile and resilient like a rubber ball, and his camera is his most valuable tool. Take photos of the moths to get their statements and unravel the mysteries. Explore 4 visually distinct regions, each with its own dangers and secrets. What makes Moth Planet unique is the combination of investigative journalism with 2D platforms. You not only explore the world and face challenges, but also interview moths to discover their secrets. Seventh Domain, Tree of Chaos Prologue, is an action RPG in the Metroidvania style developed by Light Impact and scheduled for release soon for PC. The game is set in a dark fantasy world and follows the story of a group of adventurers who must fight against an ancient evil threatening to destroy the world. The game features fast and frantic real-time combat, with a variety of weapons and abilities to use. You will play as a child of destiny who repairs the world and uncovers the truth of the broken world. You will grow in battle and challenge the unknown and hidden forces.
Find the alchemist!
Yes, teacher!
Emerald Dream's Sanity platformer Quest is a game to be released by Involve Games. As the name suggests, it is a platformer game where players will embark on an exciting journey in the world of Emerald Dreams. The gameplay involves challenges, puzzles, and adventures in a vibrant and colorful environment. Players will have to explore various scenarios, face enemies, collect items, and uncover secrets to progress in the game. The game features unique puzzles, not just challenges within the game, but also puzzles that extend beyond the game itself, encouraging you to seek answers outside the traditional environment. During your journey, you will face varied enemies, from hostile creatures to challenging bosses. The combat combines platforming skills with special attacks and agile movements. Castaway is an action-adventure developed and published by Canary Games. In this game, you take on the role of Martin, whose spaceship has crashed on an unknown island, where your faithful pet has been captured by hostile creatures. The game world is presented in a retro 2D pixel art style, reminiscent of classic adventure games. To solve puzzles, you acquire weapons with distinct characteristics, such as the sword for speed, the axe for power, and the hook for mobility. The game offers modes for all ages, from the pacifist mode without enemies to the challenging unfair mode. There is also a speedrun mode to complete the game as fast as possible. Iron Diamond is a 2D adventure game. It combines elements of science fiction with medieval fantasy in an interconnected world. You will explore the mysterious island of Kandara, facing challenges in jungles, icy peaks, castles, and crystal caves. Fight enemies and bosses using melee attacks, punches, uppercuts, and downward strikes, and a variety of designed weapons: fire, ice, lightning, multiple shots, missiles, etc. The story revolves around a main character who must explore a vast and challenging world to find the legendary Iron Diamond. In the game, players will have to face powerful enemies, solve complex puzzles, and explore detailed environments to progress in the story. Additionally, the game promises stunning graphics and an immersive soundtrack to make the experience even more engaging. Koboo, the Tree Spirit, is a roguelite platformer game developed by Honest Rogue Games. In it, you play as Koboo, a tree spirit, and face giant hunters attacking your weak points. Drawing inspiration from the 2D Souls-like combat of Dead Cells, the scale of Shadow of the Colossus, and the enchanting world of Princess Mononoke. In the game, you can befriend forest creatures and restore the balance of the ancient ecosystem. Koboo, the Tree Spirit, seems to be a fun and challenging game with a unique art style and interesting gameplay. If you're a fan of roguelike platformer games, you should definitely check out this game. The Throne is a medieval adventure in the Metroidvania style, developed and published by B-Byte Publisher. The game features 2.5D pixel art environments and is set in a massive castle. You will explore the castle, facing powerful enemies, fearsome bosses, and dangerous traps as you search for the key to the throne room. The kingdom has been taken over by the terrible orc leader Bodrak. As the hero Eder, your mission is to free the kingdom and restore peace. The castle is ancient and full of labyrinthine passages and dark dungeons, each with unique areas and specific challenges. You will need to adapt your gameplay style for each area, acquire powerful equipment from enemies, and reclaim Eder's magical gear. New abilities will open unexpected routes, revealing unexplored areas. Studio Mechka, a European studio, will release its Metroidvania, Marko, Beyond Brave, on September 17, 2024, for PC via Steam. The game is a combination of action with Disney 90s cartoon drawings and Slavic folklore. In the plot of Marko, Beyond Brave, entropy has escaped its prison and threatens to engulf the world. Players will take on the role of the protagonist Marko, a young warrior who discovers a hidden power within him. Armed with a large sword and an even bigger mustache, Marko will face ancient evils, battle mythical creatures, and form powerful alliances to restore balance. In the world of Zagora, hand-drawn in the traditional frame-by-frame 2D style, players encounter vivid scenes, each inspired by Slavic mythology. Wander through lush forests and ruined castles, fight corrupted creatures, and escape complex traps. Publisher Top Hat Studios will release its new game Crypt Custodian, a top-down view Metroidvania where we control Pluto, a cat working in the afterlife cleaning. This is the new game from Kyle Thompson, a solo developer who previously released 2 other titles in the same genre, but very different from each other, Sheepo and Islets. Both were well received by critics and the public. Crypt Custodian is described as follows: a charming Metroidvania-style game about cleaning up the afterlife. You play as Pluto, a mischievous cat who has just died and landed in the palace of the afterlife. Explore the vast land surrounding the palace, fight beasts with your trusty broom, and gain new abilities to expand your map. Solve puzzles, discover secrets, and set up an ambush to invade the palace.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts...
As a bonus, I bring you Deviator, a Metroidvania game focused on deflection, featuring beautiful hand-drawn 2D visuals. Explore unknown wild regions and mysterious cities, dive into enigmatic realms of consciousness, and encounter peculiar creatures. Try to find the truth behind this chaotic world. The game does not hide its inspiration from the game Hollow Knight, despite numerous comments suggesting plagiarism. At first glance, there are significant similarities between them. Both the musical style and visual aesthetics of Deviator reference Hollow Knight. Even the way the characters move resembles the game from years ago. Deviator may face controversies due to these similarities, but it is important to remember that inspiration is a common element in the world of games. The creators of this game must now face challenges and prove that their game has something to offer beyond mere superficial analogies. This was the list. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.